Something I know you've written a lot about is the importance of starting with a problem instead of rushing out to create a solution that you're just obsessed with yourself. Can you explain exactly what that means to you and maybe how our viewers can sort of get started on identifying real problems that they care about?
Definitely. And once you do it a couple times, it becomes like a drug and it becomes a curse. It's like the other day I was trying to solve the wrapping paper that they do on vegetables. And I'm like, why is it so hard to open a cucumber and pull this thing off? And then like I'm thinking through ideas. But yeah, so I mean, both Crew and Unsplash started in that same way. So previously I was a freelance designer. I started being aware. And that's just the thing, like being aware of things that you're doing in your life that suck. And the ones that really suck, those are the ones that you can go after. And because you can relate so well to it, you can solve it in a totally different and likely better way than almost anybody else who's going to try it. And this philosophy of like, it's basically research. You've done all the research. And if you, even the best movie creators, so Pixar, they do the same thing. When they make movies, they actually put the people who are going to make the movies into the job that the movie is about. So Ratatouille, the thing with the chefs and the French cuisine, they actually sent their artists to go and work for a summer in the kitchen before they were to illustrate what was going to happen. And I believe that that's the same thing. I don't think I could ever create something so valuable if I didn't experience the problem myself. And it's just that awareness. So you're touching something, and when you have that moment of, oh, this sucks, write that thing down. You might not know the right solution yet to it, but if you experience it enough over and over and over, and then you see kind of, you're aware of what's around you, you'll start to think up solutions. You'll combine different things and you'll be inspired. That's exactly what Crew and Unsplash were.
So what was the first step that you guys took with either Crew or Unsplash? Once you identified that pain point and started brainstorming possible solutions, what was your first step?
Yeah. So let's start with Crew. You know, as a freelancer, there's all kinds of challenges that you get when you're working with a client, any contractor, right? There's the, how do you find a client? There's the, how do you price it? How do you work together well? How do you continue working together well? So if those are all of the parts that make up that whole piece, if you're going to start, look at the biggest one. What's the biggest problem, or what's the problem that you have to solve in order to do all the other ones? So repeat work, working well with a client, none of that stuff matters if you can't get a good client in the first place. So the only thing, now Crew today, it solves a lot of those problems, but Crew, the first step, only focused on getting good contracts for good contractors. That was it. So we didn't build anything. There was no system. The first version of Crew was built in 2 days. It was a MailChimp newsletter. All of our stuff starts like this, and we always reflect back and you see how primitive it was in the beginning. But that thing is super important because it gets to the core without you creating all kinds of waste. Like overbuilding is a big problem because you think you need to build this great thing to live up to your great idea. But really, if you have to break an idea down to its essence and then slowly layer on top of all of that.